Good morning, everybody. Austin Hill Shaw here with creativity questions and answers. I'm speaking softly this morning because my daughter is still sleeping in the next room. And pertaining to her and in honor of her, I received a question recently from Jennifer from Iran, and she writes, how can we teach our children to be more creative? This is an important question right now. We're seeing that creativity is one of the most sought after traits out there in the marketplace. And with all these jobs being automated and outsourced, creativity is more important than ever. When it comes to children and creativity, I think the most important thing to recognize is that children are naturally creative. And we come to these worlds with these incredibly plastic brains that are not even fully formed when we emerge. And we go through these periods of helplessness that allow us to basically wire and rewire our brains again and again. As it pertains to children, if you watch children and you allow them to do what they do best, which is just to explore, be full of wonder, be curious, and if you give them art supplies, they do all kinds of incredible things. So there's not a whole lot we need to teach them about creativity. We can actually be learning from them about creativity. And what I say to other parents and other school teachers and school teachers is just to really encourage those children to bring out their natural creativity. Studies have shown that in the 4th grade that the natural creativity in children starts to drop off. And the reason for that is thought to be because they start to become more socialized. They start to think of what they should and should not do. And Picasso once said, it's not a matter of being creative as a child. I'm paraphrasing here, but it's more about how can we regain that childlike creativity that we always have. So best advice to your children or any child that you're caring for is just love them and give the space to create. Certainly you can interject, you can guide them along, but really be curious about what they're up to, and your creativity will go through the roof and theirs will be maintained. They will feel loved, they will feel seen, and they will feel the security in which they can continue to be creative beings throughout their childhood, throughout adolescence, and hopefully long into their adult years and in the latter years of life. Creativity is really a lifelong process of learning, of opening up to the world around us, and to continuing to bring our gifts into the world. So thank you for tuning in. If you have other questions regarding creativity and innovation, please write me at austin@austinhillshaw.com. Thank you so much for your question today, Jennifer.